holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, set, 60 outlaw.
On first down, Swift gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a give, right side. Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
50. I'm coming.
Shoot.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go now. 60 or.
They're not ready for this, man.
Ready to go.
For this, they still
Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in the... And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready. Move away.
Mark 54. Stop your whining.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets Takes this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Ready, Timothy. Let's go.
Winston now from the 50. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Ready. Blue way.
Mike 29. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do? He's got him in, complete, and all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders, and even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Ready?
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Come on, D.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 10 logo. Go. Go. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. High 7. Snap.
2nd and 11. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 6. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready
field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing, Winston. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down.
60 outlaw.
You don't want to see me. You don't want
General West.
The Lions now going to use the second of their... timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Got it.
50, Mike 50. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 31, check 31. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Topper, topper. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Room here to run. 20. 34 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
X3, 218, chopper. Snap.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Get it.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now this throw caught left side, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Ready? Blue ready.
Right there, 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Here we go.
Winston now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Set, hut. 30 pace, let's go. Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Now Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Look at me, zipper.
They're going to look to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
Go.
39-yard line.
30 base.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On second down, Swift.
I got you, boy.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He got 29 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
On first down, Swift. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, let's get that ball here.
Go.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Bravo! Get it!
He'll look to throw. Now he's got it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll run. This is Kamara. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Ready! Who ready?
Mike 54.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Martin, the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Who's your focus?
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Coming.
Back to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Be careful. Be
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Yes, yes. Go, go. Go.
Back to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
You ain't doing nothing. Topper, Topper. Check 13. Mike 50, Mike. Yep. Pick me up. Here we go. Check Mike 50.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
218, Chopper.
Go get him. Go get him. Mike's 50.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Woods for a Raider touchdown. Robert Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? Blue waiting.
Check, check. Watch it before. Watch it before. I'm here all day.
Throw left side complete. That's Owens. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
Go.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Winston. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now it's Martin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. Bang, 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 bang.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
50.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
I got you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. It's going to be a long...
Big grip.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Winston here to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
First down, Lions.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Let's go. It's time to play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All ready.
Flag, what is that?